Salvete omnes, this is Emilia, also known as the Martian Geek, and welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. In the last episode, we beat up some scorpions. And now we're continuing through the side quests. I decided to go ahead and heal at the inn. I figure 60 Mira isn't that much, and if we really need that, we can sell off a few Sepith. And if we really need those, we can just go fight another normal enemy. So, I think... let's see. Next up is the Ravenous Monster and the Ingredient Seeker. So for that we need 5 tender poultries. We already have 3 of them. So we just need 2 more, and if I remember correctly, there might be some monsters on the West Bows Highway that'll drop some. There are some more moles, if nothing else. Too far apart to use aerial on. Dang, that almost took it out in one. Or, well, I guess it would have been 2 anyway. I guess it wouldn't surprise me if the enemy encounters on this side of the city are more difficult, since the previous one was just leading up to it, and this is like after you've already been there and done more things. Yeah, we're fighting 3 enemies at a time now. Well, he's at 200 CP, so... go ahead and do that. I still haven't shown off Hurricane yet. Now isn't really a time when I would need to do it, but... well, you know, I guess I might as well. So, it's another medium area of effect point-targeted ability, but of course this, unlike Aerial, has no casting time. So yeah, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage either, it seems like. The best use of that, I find, is for Sepith upturns. Because, again, it counts as being a bunch of different hits. And it also hits multiple enemies at once. Again, please do go for the person who's immune to poison. Hey, we're actually pretty close to leveling up again. Not pretty close to opening up another quartz slot, unfortunately. So there's a new enemy. Seems to be some sort of monster chicken. That seems like it would be likely to drop some poultry, doesn't it? It is a rock pecker. An avian monster can knock you senseless with a single attack. Only goes after males. Okay, so it's not a chicken, and it actually drops eggs, not... Oh, I tend to forget that you can actually move the camera in combat, too. I'll peck your rock. That doesn't even make sense. Just gonna have a stealth skip her turn. And tornado time. A perennial classic. You may be a rock pecker, but I'm a rock pecker stabber, so...
That's that then.
Yeah.
Let's move out.
Okay, so if those don't drop chicken meat, then what does? I guess we have to go this way anyway if we want to get to Ravenous Village, so... not a total loss. Whoop. Okay, yeah, Ravenous Trail. We can fight more rock peckers later. And Revenue Village is this way. See if there's anything up here that's a chicken. You are not a chicken, not even close. But it's another new enemy, so why not? Chupacabra, huh? Weak against fire, resistant to water. Leeches blood from its prey, so it sounds to me like what we have is some more health draining attacks. Seems to be fairly defensive, too. But it really doesn't like fireballs to the face. Or face, with copious air quotes. Also more levels. Yeah, we'll just ignore that one. It's not what we're after anyway. Like I said, it's clearly not a chicken. This actually looks like it could potentially be a fun hiking trail aside from the monsters. So, Revenue Village. So this is Revenue Village, huh? This sure is a peaceful place. Look, there's an orchard. The village is known for its production of fruit, but it used to have a rich mining history. I've heard there's an old abandoned septium mine to the north of here. I'm sure that won't come up later. You seem to know a lot about the place. Have you been here before? Yeah, when I was training to become a senior bracer. During that time, I covered the whole kingdom on foot without an airliner. Why? An airliner would have been so much more convenient. Airliners are certainly convenient, but they only go to the 5 major cities. If you get used to their convenience, your attention won't reach other places. You should first travel on foot and see the places you should protect with your own eyes. It is pretty much the way your father recommended me to go about my training. Why is there a comma there? Again, I guess it's a typo. Dad really said that? There's certainly the possibility that if an incident occurs in a place you're unfamiliar with, you could end up getting there too late. Also, it would be pretty advantageous to know the geography when chasing a criminal. Hehe, that's exactly right. It might be a good idea for you two to take on that challenge if you have some time. Okay, so we have a general goods store. Doesn't look like anything we haven't seen before. Apparently I can't use ramps properly either. So who are you guys anyway? Merchants from Bose? Well, not really. Let's see. Hello, ma'am. Her name is Orange? Okay. And nobody in there. I don't think we have the money for more food items, but might as well check. Whoops. So I guess we actually have an inn here. And not a very big one at that. I mean, I guess it is a tiny village in the mountains. And we have a cemetery. Souls of six righteous people who lost their lives in the flames of war. Oh, I'm sure that won't be important later either. Actually, I don't think that one bears fruit until the second game. So, let's see. It's locked. So I think all we have left is the abandoned mine trail and the Elder's house, which is where we needed to go anyway. Hello, sir. You're inquiring about a monster? Might you be the ones from the Bracer Guild? Hey, he's a moon rabbit. Did you see the request on the bulletin board? Yep, we sure did. This is wonderful. My name is Rayson, and I guess you could say that I'm the elder of this village. As I'm sure you're already aware, there's been a vicious monster roaming the trail behind the village. I guess it could be Ryzen, going with the German theme. So do you know what kind of monster has taken up residence in the area? No, I don't think anyone has gotten a good look at the thing. However, I think it may be one that lies in wait for its prey. When the mine was active years ago, this type of monster often appeared and harassed the workers. I see, so it lies in wait, huh? It's going to be a bit of a pain to find then. It looks like we'll just have to hit the trail and see if we can find out where it's hiding. After the mine was abandoned and people stopped going up that way, we had believed that the monsters had gone into slumber. So why in the world is one appearing now? It's almost time for us to begin planting saplings this year. As a way to keep the villagers from worrying, I've had Figaro standing guard at the gate and not told anyone else about the monster. So he's a rabbit with a kitten for a guard. Please exterminate the monster as soon as you can. Well, rabbit person, I guess. Let's see. Oh. Yep. That's the plan, is exterminating the monster. Well, that is a convoluted trail. Let's see, I kind of want to explore a bit to see if I can find anything besides chupacabras. Treasure chest. And we get another tear bomb. The chest is empty, but it wouldn't be empty if you put something in it. Okay, I'll just go kill one of those chupacabras and put its corpse in there then. That's fair, right? Okay, what's behind door number 2? Is that a floating brain with tentacles? Is it an intellect devourer? No, it's a roly-poly. Spews poisonous gas that inflicts status effects. Delightful. Well, let's go ahead and cast magic at them. I'm not sure if they have any serious defense or anything like that, but it just seems like the best idea here. Well, one use of aerial can one-shot them, so that's good to know, I suppose.
Let's move out.
Oh, is this a monster chest, or is it just a... Okay, it is not. Reduced to searching empty chests, that's really sad. So, Deathblow 2 is a weird quartz. 100% kills enemy, but quartz breaks. So yeah, no elemental value for that one, but you can get a guaranteed instant kill against presumably any enemy but bosses? I've never been exactly sure how that thing works because I've never equipped it. It's always one of those items that just seems too good to use because there's always something else, some other situation where you could use it more. Like, is this really the most important enemy to use this on, kind of thing? And get a beast steak. Nope, still empty. So is that a... It is. Heals 180 HP and 20 CP. There don't tend to be a whole lot of recipes that restore CP, and they're generally valuable when you find them. So it's good to have the recipe for that. So let's see. Have I gone this way? We'll go ahead and fight another chupacabra. And a chicken, apparently. smack the chicken. Or you can completely miss the chicken, that works too. I do love Ariel. Honestly, if I had the Wind Quartz for it, I'd put it on Shara too, or Wind Sepith, I mean. But for me to do that, I'd need to get another Impede 2 Quartz, and those things cost 300 Wind Sepith. Yeah, not happening. Hey, does Shara look like a goat to you? You should be sucking goats, not people.
Seems you cannot shoot.
Okay, another Chupacabra and nothing there. Well, I'm sure we're gonna have to explore the abandoned mine at some point, so I suppose this just saves us going through this now, or going through this later, rather. So let's see. That's not where we want to go. We want to go here. Another goat sucker. And another convoluted path. And another, not actually an intellect devourer. Right, probably a best idea. It's probably a good idea to use magic on those. Actually, it seems like our physical attacks lately have been kind of suffering in general. Probably more important to take out the brain. Scent a stench. And it inflicts confusion. That's not good. Well, at least she didn't actually attack us this time. Yeah, I'm thinking neither of these enemies are ones that you really want to let get a turn if you can help it. Thankfully, status effects wear off quickly this early in the game. And yeah, apparently Estelle's a goat too. Around these things, all is goats. We are all goats. I guess when your only tool is sucking goats, everything looks like a goat. Or your only ability, whatever. Okay, so we should be getting to the monster at some point here. Oh, there we go. That sounds ominous. That looks ominous. The heck is that thing? Well, thankfully it missed. Fate Spinner, 508 HP. It actually drops quite a lot of Sepith. Attacks with surprising speed for its size. And it's resistant to Earth. So, remember that Estelle had this? Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? So, how high is this thing's physical defense? Pretty stinking high, apparently. So yeah, definitely it seems like magic is a better option. Ow. What a waste of a strength buff, huh? I mean, that was a critical turn anyway, but... I can check if it's vulnerable to confusion, but when there's only one enemy on the field, that's not as useful. Got another critical spell, that's good. So this should be enough to get rid of it. See ya. And Scheherazade gets another craft. Yikes, that scared the heck out of me. I wasn't expecting a monster to pop out like that. It looks like it followed the sound of our footsteps and then attacked us. It almost caught us completely off guard, too. I knew we should have taken a hovercraft. If it had attacked one of the villagers, who knows what might have happened. It's a good thing we took care of it before anyone else ran into it. Agreed. Anyway, we should get back and report to the village elder. Right. Okay, let's go. Quest complete. Yeah, I already went that way, right? Yeah, I mean, I might as well check out the remainder of these passages. We get another tear bomb. I am error. A nice reference. Zelda 2, huh? Okay, nothing there. Just another goat sucker. I actually wonder if the Eagle Eye Quartz makes monsters less likely to chase you, too. Well, this has been quite a hiking trip, but I think it's about time to go back to the village and then back to the guild. At least most of the path splits are not along the main path. Oh, it's you guys? I just felt some sort of tremor, so the monster came out after all, did it? Teehee, and we took care of it too. Are you serious? Yep, consider that monster exterminated. It was a bit feisty, but not a problem in the end. Aren't we glad that we got some new armor? Thank Adios, this is wonderful news. It would have been a real mess if we'd had monster trouble pop up any later. I'll hurry and let the village elder know. You guys really did us a favor. I know there's not much to see in the village, but please enjoy the relaxing atmosphere here. We'll do that, thanks. Estelle's looking a bit banged up. I should probably be using the lower tier healing items. Or healing food, just so we can learn the recipes. Alright. Now who's that guy? Oh, right, that's Figaro. Okay. Yeah, a bit of a ways out here for this side quest. I'm not sure when the time frame expires, but I figure it would be best to do it before we actually have to go to the abandoned mine. Since I don't know if it'll... if it'll still be available then. And it's best to be safe. Shoot. Speed a little, Torp, aren't ya? Well, at least it didn't get to heal this time. Okay, that was a critical. How did it only do 67 damage? Especially since a normal one did 57. What? I would assume there's some sort of random factor at play, but heck if I know what it is. And to think that originally we went this way because we wanted to fight some angry chickens. Well, if we ever need eggs for a future side quest, we know where to go, I guess. Oh hey, treasure chest that we missed. And a reviving balm. The chest is empty. So very empty. Yeah, Eagle Eye is useful to have. And the Bracer Guild is right over here. Okay, still at 7th class. 62 BP. And I think we can buy our first pair of shoes with that. We should probably focus more on weapons, though. We already got our defense. Anyway, we'll worry about that next time, I suppose. Probably after next time, in fact. So for now, I'd say we've done about enough. So I will see you next time.